Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And please hit that subscribe button and please hit the likes button. And welcome to all of my new subscribers. You're going to love it here. And thank you so much for all of the comments that I got and the engaging in all of the conversation. I really enjoyed it. I did try to answer all of the comments, and I hope that I got to all of them. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I apologize. But I thank you all so much for commenting. Please keep the comments coming. And please always comment on the videos. I love it. But today we're going to come back and talk about, again, this interesting case. I want to keep this case in the front and make sure that we do get justice for Micah. I was pronouncing her name wrong. Micah. So I want to make sure we get justice for Micah. But there are some new developments coming up. We've learned some new things as the story is going on. We've learned that, in November, that her sister did call 911 when Micah did try to get away from her husband. He did put a tracker on her phone. So she did drive and try to get away from her, this JP, we'll call him, because I'm not going to call him a pastor. But when she did try to get away from JP to escape him, she went to her sister's house, and her sister did call 911 because he threatened her. So I'm going to read some of that little bit. And she did call the non-emergency 911 and let the police officers know that he did send threatening text messages to her. There also now has been, the FBI has joined, the sheriff's department has asked for the FBI to come in and look into the case to help them out in looking into this case. And I am so happy. I hope that they find something, because this case just does not add up. This was a young lady that had her whole life ahead of her. And it was just, she did not seem like she was going to unalive herself. She, if she was going to do this, it just, everything just did not make sense. She was, filing for the divorce. She was, she did everything right, trying to get away from this guy. And for her to go out and, to go out to this national park and just say, it's done and over with. It just didn't make sense to me. Even though, we feel sometimes when you're in those situations, you do feel alone. And if you're ever in one of those situations, please reach out to someone that you trust and talk to someone. There are people out there that will listen. If you need to talk to me, hey, get on the channel, email me, Snapchat me, reach out to my channel. I am here and I will listen. I am a life coach. I will listen. So, and I don't mind. So please, reach out to someone if you're ever going through those problems, and, speak to someone. There's always someone out there that will give a listening ear. So let's get into the story. Once again, there are some interesting developments going on, and I'd like to get into them. So I'm happy that the FBI is looking into this case. And I'm happy that the family is going to get justice for this guy. But I do want to, and I'm sure that you all have seen, coverage on the funeral. I know that there was a little bit of comments in the comment section when I did the video on Saturday or Friday that said that, how he, when he did the memorial for her, and he said, Marion that. And I thought, what do you mean that? She's a human being, a precious human being, an angel. And you're saying, you're married to that. There was also a beautiful memorial that her family did at the beach. And there were some things that also developed in when the family said that they weren't allowed to see her body, that he did say to them that he was not going to allow them to make any decisions on the cremation, that they had to sign a release before they could even see her body. There were also, the family said that there were bruises on her arms as well as on her elsewhere on her body. So, things just don't add up. There's, she's not going to go and get a sandwich. And, I think the reason she purchased the GUN is for her protection. And I would have too. This guy was a real loose cannon, in my opinion. And I have my opinion again. And again, I want to say that if anybody has heard this story and you don't want to hear it, you're welcome to click off the channel. You don't have to watch it. But I'm doing it on my channel because it's interesting to me and I want to bring it to my channel to discuss it with my subscribers. So if you've heard it, you don't need to come on and make a comment that we've heard it before, this, that, and the other. Click off. So let's get into it. I think I'm going to start with first the funeral. I think you guys have all probably seen the funeral. I loved the song that she sung. I mean, I just love her voice. I think her voice is very angelic. I keep saying that. Her voice is just so beautiful to me. So we'll play. I really don't want to see him again, but we'll play. Let's start with the top story. Let's start with her sister. We'll start with her sister. I want to go there because there was also some footage that I was trying to find as well when they were arguing and they were videotaping each other. And she said, they were fighting over the purse. And he was saying, I don't have your purse. And he was yelling back and forth. And I just thought, wow, this is a pastor. This is somebody that sits up in church and preaches in the pulpit. And, he's supposed to be saying, teaching others not to be slow to anger. And he's yelling and all of that. And I was watching some of his sermons. And there was one sermon where he was saying, about taking a cat by the neck and, wrestling a cat. And I thought, these people sit up and watch this man. And he is sitting up saying how he would just punch some guy in the face and how he just gets so angry. And I thought, you guys are sitting up watching this and you're okay with that? You're okay with going to church every Sunday and watching somebody preach this to you all, and that is okay with you? Because that's not what the Bible teaches. The Bible does not teach violence. The Bible does not teach you to go out and wrestle and punch somebody. And these parishioners go out and still watch him every Sunday. I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's sick. Just sick. And for her to have to deal with this guy, and she was probably so afraid of him and just so brainwashed. And I'm glad that, she had the courage at the end to get away from him, but at the end it cost her life, which is so sad. And hopefully he will get what's coming to him with the FBI coming in to look into the case. But let's get into it. I'm going to stop rambling. I could ramble all day long about him, but let's get into it. Let me see if I could find we're going to do the sister first. I want to find the sister. and read what she said. We're going to have to read it out. So this was back in November, where the sister called 911. And she, it says Mika Miller's sister in November called 911 after receiving threatening text messages from Mika's estranged husband. Oops. I hope I didn't stop sharing it with you all. I want to. Okay. Okay. And then estranged husband, John Paul. According to the phone call obtained by News Nation, the call was made by Mika's sister, stating that she was staying with her. And I guess John Paul had put a tracker on her phone. And he was quoting, saying that you better drive down the road now, or there's going to be hell to pay. In the call, Mika's sister told the dispatcher that John Paul was threatening unaliving, and that he texted, "Blood is going to be on your hands." The sister asked for the police officer to check the roads to ensure that JP did not show up, because he was on his way. And he said he didn't care if she called the police. JP alleged that told Mika's sister, "I'm armed and ready." According to the police and I can't talk today. Myrtle Beach police records, Mika reported 4 instances of GPS trackers. Now, he also put a GPS tracker on Mika's godmother's vehicle as well. And this was 2 complaints filed. She said tires were slashed on the vehicles, and trackers were on the cars. And after she had gotten these text messages, that's when she called the police, because she was afraid that because he said that he was on the way to the house. He also told her that if they let Mika, if they allowed Micah, I keep saying Mika, I don't know, I like Mika, but Micah, if they told Micah to come back home, that he was sorry and he wouldn't do it again, and this, that, and the other. He apologized to the sister and the sister's husband. So he apologized. He admitted to everything that he did. He admitted to putting the GPS trackers on the cars, and he admitted to slashing the tires. Okay, so this young lady was reporting all of this all along to the police. All these reports were going on, and this all was being reported, and nothing was being done. There was also, when he apparently had her committed to the mental institution, there was also a fire that in his home, that the fire department was called out to his home. Somebody reported a fire, and the fire department was called out to his home. He was burning something. That was when he had gone out to her apartment and was taking belongings. So whatever he was burning, he burned it, and they don't know what that evidence was. So at that time, he had taken, her cell phone or I know he had taken her cell phone and something else. So this guy had just done all sorts of things, and all these things were being reported, and nothing was being done about it. And it's like, as women, And I think as men too, I'm not going to put it just on women. When we report things, is it just being okay? We're just crazy. Is it just being pushed under the rug? Is it just being brushed under the rug? It's like, until something happens to where we're unalived and it's being made to look like a self unaliving. And like I said in my other video, everything that's done in the dark always comes to the light, and God sees all. And I hope now with the FBI coming in to join the case, I hope that they find something and that they investigate it. And when the FBI comes in, I think that they're going to turn over every stone and look under every rock. And they're going to uncover everything, every complaint that was made. They're going to look at everything. There was also another report about the guy that was out at the park, the one that said that they seen or heard her crying right before the GUN shot. He's getting, threats, which is not okay. He's an innocent bystander. He shouldn't be getting harassed. But did he maybe, JP is just that slick that he could hide himself. And this guy is very slick because everybody thinks, he's like a snake that slivers in and out. And, he was, I just don't put anything past him at this point. So I hope that with the FBI coming in, that they do find something with this case. I'm going to see now what the FBI is saying and what they are coming up with. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So it says that county sheriff has been in contact with the United States Attorney Office and Federal Bureau of Investigations in South Carolina since early stages of Micah Miller's investigation. The sheriff's office said in a statement, local news station WPDE on Monday, May 13th, based on the information gathered during the investigation, the sheriff's office has requested the assistance of both agencies. Miller, 30, was found unalived at Lumber River State Park near South Carolina border, west of Wilmington, on April 27th. And earlier this month, the medical examiner determined she died from a self-inflicted GUN shot. A timeline of the events released by the county sheriff's office reported shows footage of Miller's purchasing the weapon and the ammunition from the pawn shop after 12:30 in the afternoon on April 27th. A 911 call, of course, we've seen all that, was found. And Micah's husband, John JP, 44, of Solid Rock Commons Church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, announced her unaliving in the service, the 28th, saying that it was a self-inflicted GUN. and that she was mentally unstable. In the eulogy of his wife, he told the congregation that he attempted to raise her from the dead. And I'm like, okay, you're sick, very sick. There's also allegations. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Miller's behavior and rumors of strife between him and his wife led to where am I? Micah's demise. Led to Micah's demise. Okay, evidence that neither John Paul nor another woman allegedly was romantically involved. He was romantically involved with. JP and his lawyer released a statement on Thursday condemning the falsehoods circulating online and in the media. Our client refutes any reports that he ever abused his wife in recent reports. Claims, and I'm not going to call him a pastor. I'm just going to say JP Miller, that he groomed his wife at 10 years old. Couldn't be further from the truth. And I'm going to say this. Because he can get into trouble who's going to get up there and say, yes, I was grooming her since she was 10. He can get into trouble, and he can be brought to justice for grooming her at 10. So of course he's not going to say he was doing that at 10, because he can still be brought to justice for messing with a minor at 10, even messing with her at 14 or 15. So of course he's not going to say that. This guy is not going to admit to anything that he did. I hope they dig deeper and deeper into his past and find out that he did, there are some something that he's done that that can, that he can be brought to justice, because this guy needs to be, he needs to be brought to justice for what he's done. But I'm glad that the FBI is involved. I'm glad that there are going to be some type of this investigation is being looked into for the family's sake. And I do want to play a little bit of the family's memorial and just kind of give them a little bit of, just play a little bit of theirs, because I think that they need to, instead of giving him all of the attention, the family is grieving. I watched the sister, and she said that, her mom was saying, do I need to get out there and get on the plane? And, her mom was trying to raise money to get out to North Carolina. And she was saying, Mom, wait, because we're still in the stages of, trying to figure all of this out, and, trying to, investigate and see what's going on. And, it's just, it's sad. It's really sad to know that your sister was, actually trying to better her life and get away from this guy that was so controlling. And she was looking so forward to getting her life together and getting her life back. And you seen her life, coming back. Because I was looking at some of the videos, and even, when she was singing some of the songs, she just looked so sad. This guy had just taken the life and just sucked it out of her, and, it was just really, really sad. And the video, if you guys have not watched the video that I did before I did the one on Saturday. She did this video and she was saying, how she found peace and, how God was going to show you peace. And, it was just a beautiful, beautiful message. And she said, if somebody, needed to hear that, it's for you. She was just so kind and so full of words and, just had a beautiful spirit, just a beautiful, beautiful spirit. And I just, her life was just taken so soon. And I just want to keep following the story and make sure that, this guy gets what he deserves. He really needs to get what he deserves. But let's play this. And I know you guys probably don't want to see it, but I do want to show, because he played the song, and I think that she had this beautiful voice. I'm going to play this song that he played at her memorial. And she just really, really had a angelic voice. And I'm going to play a little bit of the at the end. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. I've become where I need my glasses all the time here.
As Christians, of course, we know she's not here and in heaven, and she's, worshiping and enjoying, and probably hadn't even had time to look down here yet. But I got this lay next to her body and spent time with her body about 4 times this week, and each time it still didn't hit me. I thought she was going to wake up. I even tried to raise her from the dead one time this week, and that morning, actually, I went to the mall later. She had bought me this dog tag, and the chain broke, so I went to the mall to get it fixed. And I saw a female about 20, 30 feet in front of me, and she was wearing one of Micah's dresses. And she had the same tattoo Micah has on her arm and the exact same hair. And out of just instinct, I screamed, "Micah!" And the girl turned around, and it was one of her sisters. And I thought I raised her from the dead. She's alive, But I can't wait to see her again one day. Been down with her body about 4 times this week, and each time it still didn't hit me. I thought she was going to wake up. I even tried to raise her from the dead one time this week.
Let's see here. And then I want to go to one of the, there was the family had a video, their video is on here as well. Their memorial is on here as well. I didn't miss it on here. I think it's on. I thought it was on here. Oh, there it is. Let me share that. Screen.
It's obvious here today that Micah was loved and touched And this is just a fraction of people of the lives that she touched. Okay. And so we want to keep this all about her life and the lives that she touched and will continue to touch. Okay. It will be a ripple effect. She will continue to touch lives for many, 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 many years to come. Okay, that's what I see coming out of this is a lot of resurrection life. Okay, and so after I say a few words, then we're going to open it up to family. Okay, for some testimony songs, whatever God has laid upon their heart to share. We know everyone here has something that they would like to express. Okay. That's why we have the journals and the pages that were handed out. And we encourage you to please fill out, put the expressions of your heart, okay, upon those pages, okay, because those pages are going to be kept. Okay, they're going to be kept forever. And so after that, we are going to have a prayer and we're going to have flowers, the flower petals. Is that right? Flower petals here, and then Tiffany will come and lead us in that. But you know, it's really all about just coming together and showing our heart and affection towards the family of Micah, towards Micah, and how much she and her family honestly has made such a huge impact on so many people. Okay, so Dan.
I'm going to kind of.
She was carefully modest and openly responsive as to why. As a child, she would say, would Grandma Vern approve of that outfit? Or did Dad like that? Would Mom like that? You know, she was just that way. I'm thankful for her example of how to carry yourself with excellence, fully aware of the witness you are, with or without speaking. She was fully aware of the great cloud of witnesses who have passed on before us.
And that's just a little bit of that, the memorial that her side of the family did versus, the husband or JP that, was going to raise her from the dead. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and say how happy I am that the FBI has joined the case. And hopefully we will get some answers, and hopefully they will come back with something. And hopefully there will be some arrests made in this case, and that the family will get justice for Micah. And I am so happy for all of my new subscribers. Welcome to Straight Talk and Cooking. And you all will love it here. And make sure that you guys hit that likes button and also the bells button so that you always know when I upload a video, and keep the comments coming. And make sure that when I go live that you all join me and hop on and get those comments coming also in there. But let me know what you think about the case and what you all think about the FBI joining now. Like I said, everything comes to the light, and hopefully there will be justice for Micah. So until next time, hit the likes button and please subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching. Bye.